Can Anthony Joshua win another world title? Let's get into it. Hello, welcome to Omni Edson. I hope you're all well. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notifications bell for all future videos. So, Anthony Joshua, can he win another world title? Does he have it within his power, within his talent, within his will and desire to win another world title? I personally believe he does. I think that he's in the best position right now to not only challenge for a world title, but possibly unify any vacated bouts after Fury and Usyk fight in February. Why do I say this? Well, in the previous video, I talked about Anthony Joshua learning from his mistakes, possibly being an improved fighter now, being an improved boxer, not necessarily the wham bam thank you ma'am, more of a controlled fighter. And this is at the frustration of the fans who actually want to see AJ let his hands go. But he's probably been a more controlled fighter, and many people interpret this as being a bit of a scared fighter, maybe a timid, maybe a nervous fighter. I'm not so sure that's the case. And maybe this is why AJ has become a little bit frosty in recent times as well, because of this kind of narrative, possibly a false narrative that's being portrayed of him. The fact of the matter is that his performances haven't really been that great. And we kind of trace it back to Ruiz. He came back against Ruiz, and then obviously he went into the two Usyk fights. I thought he did a lot better in the second fight than he did in the first fight. And I do believe that if he had to fight Usyk again, I think he would beat him. And I said this in a previous video as well. But I think he's learned a lot in the last certainly year. I think he's learned a lot about himself, about the way he should be fighting. And now he faces Otto Wallin on December 23rd card. I believe this is the perfect pathway for him to fight Hrgovic for the IBF title, which would be vacated once Fury and Usyk fight in February. But if we listen to Fury during the press conference or before the press conference against Usyk, he was basically saying, oh, I don't really care about the bouts. I'm going to vacate all those bouts, those other bouts afterwards. All he's interested in is the WBC, the Lineal and the Ring magazine. That's all he's really interested in. All the other bouts, I think he'll say, no, just get rid of those. I don't care about those. And the pressure will be off him to defend those titles anyway. So this opens up the door not only for Anthony Joshua to get the IBF title, let's see Wilder or Zhilei Zhang to get into the ring and contest those other bouts as well. The WBA, WBO, and all of a sudden we could have a unification fight of the WBA, WBO and IBF. That would be great. Now, obviously, Usyk might be in the mix with this as well, but I'm looking far into the distance here. Can AJ initially win the IBF? I believe so. Can he win other two bouts? Well, I believe so, because I think he's better than the rest of the crop in the heavyweight division. But as I said in a previous video, I think he's a lot closer to Fury, Usyk and Wilder now than he was in the past. But for me, AJ has to be aggressive in these fights. He has to take it to them. He has to take the fight to the other fighters. He has to be dominant against his opponents, and he has to use his power and his skill and his speed and not let them get the upper hand. But that's my thoughts. I can see a gap here where AJ could be dominant again, but it's a very narrow gap. It's a gap that is fraught with danger. Otto Wallin fight, yeah, I expect him to win, but it could be a bit of a banana skin. Hrgovic, I expect him to win, but again, there could be some surprises there. It really depends how all the pieces, how they fall into line. But I think the IBF title is ripe for AJ, and I also believe there's a unification possibility down the line as well. Now, obviously, I'm ignoring the Usyk Fury and any rematch contention there. And I'm also ignoring any challenges from Wilder or any other top-ranking heavyweight in any of the governing bodies. But let us know your thoughts here. But do you think Anthony Joshua is ready and is primed to win another world title, another world heavyweight title? I certainly believe so. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like and share the video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for all future videos, and I'll catch you again. But yeah, I think AJ can win another world title. I'll catch you again on another video. Ta-da.